I'll drink to that! That's the worst thing I've ever tasted! That's some strong brew!
What's up guys, Thotfc here, back with another video. In today's video we'll be covering one of the in-game holidays known as Brewfest. Brewfest is an in-game holiday based on beer and cheer, but in this video we'll be covering something other than that, and it's those super savage trinkets. Let's hop right into it. First and foremost, let's start off with showing y'all how to get into the dungeon itself to bask in all the trinket glory. The first thing you want to do is navigate to your micro menu within World of Warcraft. Once you've done that, look for the icon with the eyeball. That is the dungeon finder. Once you do that, navigate to the dungeon finder and select Core and Dire Brew. Now you're ready to enter the dungeon. The first trinket that we're going to be talking about is Corin's Cold Chromium Coaster. This trinket gives you a base stat boost of 8 critical strike. It also has a crit chance that will give you a chance based on melee and ranged critical strikes to increase your attack power by a whopping 48 for 10 seconds. Definitely a must-have for any melee or ranged damage classes. I do have to say, although it doesn't proc at the time of this recording, I'm sure that in due time Blizzard will be fixing this trinket and you will eventually be able to receive the benefits that the trinket gives you. Alright guys, the next trinket is called the 1000-Year Pickled Egg. This trinket has an effect to cause your direct healing and hots to have a chance to increase your haste by 48 for 10 seconds. It also has a 10% chance to proc and a 55-second cooldown. This one also does not work currently, but definitely is one of those trinkets that you should be picking up if you're a healer. That haste boost is too savage. The Bubbliest Bright Brew Charm. This is one of the few trinkets that come out of the event that has a non-use effect. Although the effect that you get off this trinket does definitely not heal you for pretty much anything, but it does give you a 12 stam boost, which is pretty huge in my opinion. Not one of the best trinkets that you get out of this event, but definitely consider it for the stamina. The next trinket in this video is probably the best ones that come out of this great event, and that item is called the Brawler Statue. The reason why it's so good is because recently it went undergo a hotfix, changing the on-use effect of granting you only 8 armor to 29. Gives a baseline stat boost of 8 versatility, but since 1 armor equals 1 versatility, statistically speaking, this trinket gives a huge damage reduction of 29 armor for 20 seconds, and it has only a 2-minute cooldown, which is completely insane. I'll be rocking this on all my FCs whenever you all see me in the Gulch. The Mithril Wristwatch is honestly a must-have for when Blizzard fixes these trinkets to proc in PvP. I think this trinket would be best in slot for any ranged casters, or potentially any healers that could use their dots to get the trinket to proc. This trinket gives you a static 8 critical strike and has an effect which activates off of any of your abilities that do damage as a caster. Gives a 48 spell power boost, and it has a 10% chance to activate and a 55-second internal cooldown. Definitely grabbing this on all my tunes for when it gets fixed. The best item to come out of this event is called the Bitterest Bale Brew Charm. Although it does give a static stamina increase of 12 stamina with only a 3-minute cooldown, the on-use effect is what sets it apart from the others. When you use the item, it summons a Brew Maiden who will use empty beer mugs to attack anybody within what it seems a 10 to 15 yard radius roughly. It used to do about 400 damage per hit, but Blizzard has since nerfed the item. Now it only does 75 damage to 180 and can also proc Elemental Force when it attacks. Also, when you use this item, the Brew Maiden can be killed, thus cancelling the effect. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for this year's Brewfest. If you guys made it this far into the video, then there's a high chance that you liked it, so make sure you leave a like. If you got a comment, drop it in the comment section, and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. Peace out.